Yeah. Well, one more thing, Jim. You, I don't know if there's anybody else like me, but having been brought up, you need to work hard and you need to, I mean, crank it out and so on. How do you address somebody who thinks like this is all cheating and, even afraid of actually doing all of this stuff because, you know, it seems like you're getting, this is all too good to be true because you got so much in here that people would, really?
Okay, so I'm going to
That's a
ask you
good
all to
question, Dave.
indulge.
That's a good
I'm going to
question.
ask you to indulge Dave and me for about 5 minutes. And that's a great, that's not just a great question, Dave. That's the question. When you're talking about people like us that are used to working hard and doing things like this. And this is really the crux of what people are talking about in the news and where you see all these, just people doing all kinds of stuff with talking about AI and it's stealing jobs. So here's the way it used to be, all right? And the way it sort of is now. You decide, Dave, okay, look, dude, I want to set up a website. And so I got to write a sales letter for this website. And I heard I got to come up with this video sales letter thing. And then I heard I got to write all these emails that have to get sent out. And then I'm going to have to write some ads just to get started. And so you're like, well, I'm going to do it, but I don't know how to do this. And then a little more time goes by and it gets worse until finally some amount of time, I don't know, 2 weeks, 3 months, 2 years goes by and it's still not done. And then finally you're like, well, by hook or by crook, I'm just going to do something. And so eventually you get to the first draft. Now, Dave, is your first draft your last draft? For some people it is. For some people, the first draft is like the best draft, last draft, only draft that I'm going to do, but that's where they get bad results and then everything goes out the window. But ultimately, if you think of this as a battery to get from where you are now to that first draft, 90% of all your time, energy, effort, and spiritual whatever is going to get eaten up just getting to that first draft. But you need to edit, you need to polish, and even when you're editing and polishing the sales letter, the video sales letter, the emails and the ads, have you made any money yet? No. You don't make money until you either deliver or distribute whatever it is that you have created, whether it's a blog post or a website or whatever the thing is. So what if I could give you back 95% of your energy? So all you had to do was expend a little bit of your battery to get to that first draft. And then all of your energy goes into the most important parts, which is the editing, the polishing, the delivering, and the distributing. Now, when you were in college, was it cheating when you went from electric typewriter to a PC to get your paper done? No, it was just a tool. This is a tool for you to get to that first draft. You still got to know whether the content's any good. You still got to know whether it's accurate. You still got to know whether it's valuable to your target audience. And if you use the Genies right specifically, you have invested more time and attention in understanding your target audience than most people ever do. And your purpose is to serve them as well as you can. So as long as you are engaged in serving them And all you're doing is putting the value in your time into the most valuable part of the process. Is that cheating? No, that's called leveraging time and technology.
Absolutely.
So let me ask you this. I had a guy come up to me at the International Maxwell Conference, and he was really worried about this. Dave, in your life, have you ever had a secretary?
I haven't, but yeah.
Okay. Okay. Have you ever hired somebody on Fiverr to do something for you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Was that cheating?
No, it's not.
No. So you paid somebody to make
Leveraging.
something, do something for you. You leverage somebody else.
Mhm.
Okay. If you have a secretary and you ask the secretary to write an email for you, is that cheating? No. You're paying her to do that. All you're doing is outsourcing to a piece of software instead of to a person. And the great thing is that the software will respond immediately. It won't get huffy when you ask it to do it a different way, and it'll return a revision instantly instead of getting pissed off and waiting a week to get it back to you and then asking you for an advance and asking you for a 5-star review. So if anything, you're being smarter and more focused on value for your ideal customer by using this tool than you can be by trying to do it by hand now or by outsourcing to another person. So no, in my opinion, it's not cheating. And this is coming from someone who's written dozens of books by hand, from someone who wrote an internationally syndicated newspaper column for 10 years, who has written multiple 7-figure sales letters and 8-figure sales letters. It's not cheating, it's a tool. Now, if you want to look at it as cheating, go ahead, but I don't, because I'm not going to put it out unless it's good. So really, what I have done is I have transformed myself from 90% creator and 10% curator, meaning the polisher, the editor, the distributor, and the deliverer. Now I'm 20% creator and 80% curator. I'm the guide. I'm the person that's making sure this stuff is good. I'm the guard at the gate for the people that I'm serving. In my mind, this is more valuable than having to be the guy who has to come up with every single word from scratch.
Yep. Oh yeah.
You still 100.
Oh yeah.
So that's
Oh,
a great
yeah.
question. And that was my little rant that we'll probably use somewhere during the launch of this. So Dave, you have given me explicit permission to use this video in my marketing, and you're cool with that, right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. Thanks,
Awesome.
man.
That was nice work. Nice work. Appreciate you, brother.